is mathematics? Aristotle defined mathematics as the science of quantity. The indirectness in Comte's definition refers to determining quantities that cannot be measured directly. Mathematics, the science of structure, order, and relation that has evolved from elemental practices of counting, measuring, and describing the shape of objects. It deals with logical reasoning and quantitative calculation, and its development has involved an increasing degree of idealization and abstraction of its subject matter. Mathematics is methodical application of matter. It is said because the subject makes the man systematic. Mathematics makes our life orderly and prevent chaos. Certain qualities that are nurtured by mathematics are power of creativity, reasoning, abstract, critical thinking, problem-solving skills, and even effective communicating skills.
Fibonacci.
Have you ever counted the number of petals on a flower? If you counted them on a flower with petals all intact, you would likely to discover that the number of petals is a Fibonacci number. That is, a number from the Fibonacci sequence. Many flowers have 3, 5, 8, 13, or 21 petals, all of which are numbers in the sequence. The word Fibonacci is the nickname of Leonardo Pisano. Fibonacci is the greatest European mathematician of the Middle Ages. He was born in 1170 and died in 1240. So, what is the Fibonacci sequence and why is it seemingly everywhere? The Fibonacci sequence is a series of numbers in which a given number is the result of adding the two numbers before it. In short, we add the last two numbers to get the next term. So, if you start with 0, the next number will be 1, followed by 1, followed by 2, followed by 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so on. Individual numbers in the sequence are often referred to as Fibonacci numbers. A few examples include the number of spirals in a pine cone, pineapple, or seeds in a sunflower, or the number of petals on a flower. The numbers in this sequence also form a unique shape known as a Fibonacci spiral, which again we see in nature in the form of shells and the shape of hurricanes.
What is golden mean? The golden mean is the desirable middle between two extremes, one of excess and the other of deficiency. The basic principle of the golden mean, laid down by Aristotle 2,500 years ago, is moderation, or striving for balance between extremes. The golden mean focuses on the middle ground between two extremes, but as Aristotle suggests, the middle ground is usually closer to one extreme than the other. Here are some examples of golden ratio. You can find the golden ratio when you divide a line into two parts, and the longer part, A, divided by smaller part, B, is equal to sum of A plus B divided by A, which both equal to 1.618.
Fractals.
What is fractals? Fractal in mathematics, any of a class of complex geometric shapes that commonly have fractional dimension, a concept first introduced by the mathematician Felix Hausdorff in 1918. Fractals are distinct from the simple figures of classical or Euclidean geometry, the square, the circle, the sphere, and so forth. Benoit Mandelbrot is the father of fractals. The late mathematician Benoit Mandelbrot, the mathematics professor at Yale, who coined look at a tree, you will see a shape that looks like a Y. This simple shape repeats itself within a branch into another branch and to the full shape of the tree. At the end of this, fractals are used to model soil erosion and to analyze seismic patterns as well, seeing that so many phases of Mother Nature exhibit fractals properties. Maybe the whole world around us is a fractal after all. Actually, the most use of fractals in computer science is the fractal image compression. That's all. Thank you for listening.